Greetings, minions. Auntie Heather here. You guys got a minute? Because I want to talk about something, and I think you guys want to talk about it too. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand when I give my time and my heart and my devotion to characters and a story and a book and an author, only to find out that the next book in that series has been completely ripped away from me. I hate that. I'm sure many of you hate that too. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I of course am talking about my recent news that SOULBROKEN is no more. SOULBROKEN, of course, is the sequel to Soulbound, which is the first book, well, the only book in the Legacy of Trill series. So today, I'm going to talk about it. I know that you guys must be frustrated because you haven't been getting a lot of answers, because a lot of you are asking me for answers and demanding answers, and there are some really unpleasant emails coming in that are saying, you know, that I'm not exactly sharing everything and that maybe I don't care about my readers, which breaks my heart because you guys mean the world to me. You mean everything to me. I mean, there's like my kitties. Come on, gotta give them props. My family, and then the minions, you know, so you guys are everything. So of course I care about you, and of course I want you to have all the answers that you possibly can have as to why SOULBROKEN is no more. So, the thing is, though, I have to give you a little lesson first, okay? The lesson is this. It's what it's really like to be an author. Now, you would think that as authors, we are allowed to, you know, the moment we get wonderful news, we're allowed to, like, burst into the world and go, ta! Here's all my wonderful news, and share it with you guys. But actually, we can't, and that goes for good news and bad news, such as, like, if we sell film rights, generally we'll be told, don't talk about selling film rights. And then there will come a time, sometimes, that they're like, okay, you can talk about film rights. And if you sell a book, they're like, don't say that you sold a book. And then there will come a time when they're like, okay, now you can say you sold a book. And I'm not entirely sure I get why, but I just kind of roll with it because that's the way publishing is. We're allowed to talk about certain things. We're not allowed to talk about other things. Good, bad, doesn't matter. We just have to listen to those in charge. So the reason that I have not been giving you intimate, crucial, critical details as to why you're not getting SOULBROKEN is because I can't. Otherwise, I would gladly pour out my heart and tell you every detail, tell you everything I know. But the fact is I can't. I can't talk about it. If I could, I would, because you're my minions, and I tell you guys pretty much everything. You know, I very much value honesty. I very much view myself as a person that's forthright and forthcoming, and just picture me sitting here with duct tape, like, because that's it. There are things that I can't talk about. What I can talk about, I'll talk about today. And then I'm going to lay it to rest, and I'm going to move on because I don't think it's healthy to cling to the past. And I hope that you move on too. I hope it's with me. But if it's not, you know, there are millions and millions of other books out there and millions of wonderful, wonderful authors, and I hope that you'll cling on to them too because, you know what, we got to support the authors. Got to support books because they're amazing. And you guys are awesome for doing it. So anyway, sometimes books don't do well. For whatever reason, you know, it's maybe the sales weren't great. Maybe, you know, maybe it just didn't fit the market. I don't know. You know, sometimes books just don't do well. And no matter how great a book is, there's no guarantee that a book is going to do well in stores. And there's no guarantee that people are going to find it. There's no guarantee of success in publishing. I mean, if you're looking for success, publishing is a long shot. So, you know, there's just no guarantees in it. And sometimes books don't sell well. It's nobody's fault. It's not the publisher's fault at all. It's not the author's fault at all. It's not the reader's fault at all. It just happens. You know, it's one of those things. And sometimes when that happens and it's supposed to be a series, sometimes books get canceled. And you know what? That's nobody's fault either. It's not the publisher's fault. It's not the author's fault. It's not the reader's fault. These things just happen. And all we can really do is move forward and know that the publisher is going to bring us more amazing books. The author is going to write more amazing books. And the readers are going to read more amazing books. That's it. I know that seems like a really simplistic answer. But, like I said, for one, duct tape. For two, sometimes these things happen and it sucks, but you know what? The worst thing you can do is send threatening emails and stuff like that. So don't do that, because that's rude, you know? And if you feel the need to send a threatening email, send it to Apple about this iOS 7. Oh my God! I hate iOS 7. I can't even tell you the flames on the side of my face. I don't like it at all. I feel like it's really cartoony and it's really annoying me. And now I'm way off subject. So, MacBooks. Here we are. So basically, Soulbound is out there. And if you want to read a really great book, I feel like it's a great book. Go and grab it and read it. Know that it does have a cliffhanger ending. Know that at the back of the book it does say, watch for Soulbroken. And then also know that sometimes stuff happens. I mean, you know, it's nothing I can control. It's nothing my publisher can control. Please don't go to my publisher and like beg them and threaten them and stuff like that. Because you know what? It's not their fault. And it's certainly not my fault. So, you know, just read it for what it is. It's a really good book, I think. Anyway, you might hate it, but I love it. So, you know, read that and then move forward with me. You see, we're all about moving forward. We're all about burying things in the past and moving on. Speaking of burying things, where do we bury things? Oh yeah, the cemetery. If you haven't heard, of course, a couple of videos ago, I announced The Cemetery Boys, which is my new book. I think I accidentally misled a couple of you, maybe, because a few of you seem to get the impression that because I'm doing The Cemetery Boys, I'm not doing Soulbroken. That's not the case at all. I'm not doing Soulbroken just because stuff happens. And I get to do Cemetery Boys. So, The Cemetery Boys is going to be amazing. I'm actually unbelievably excited about it. It's the most me, I feel, of all my books so far. It really, well, Vlad will always be me. I mean, really, he'll always be the most, I think. But The Cemetery Boys is going to be really exciting. It's actually about a boy named Stephen. And he moves to a small town in Michigan and kind of gets wrapped up with these twins, brother and sister. And all is not what it seems. And there's a lot of, it's all about like small town rumors and gossip. It's all about, you know, maybe these man-eating horrific monsters, and about finding your way when you feel like the rug has totally been pulled out from underneath your feet. I like it. I think it's awesome. And I'm excited. And it has like a total kick-butt soundtrack with it. See, my wonderful new editor, Andrew Harwell, he made me a mixtape. Okay, so he sent me this like incredible soundtrack. And the thing is, it's dead on. I mean, like, these are songs I totally would have chosen myself. They're actually... Most of these are already on playlists of mine that I listen to when I write anyway. And I love this so much. This is my official playlist for The Cemetery Boys. So here's what I'm going to do. There are 18 songs on it. I'm going to, in the next 18 vlogs, this one and then 17 more, I'm going to give you one song from the soundtrack. And then you go and go to iTunes or whatever, or YouTube. You can listen to free if there's an official video on there. And check out the song and love it and pass it around and share it with everybody because it's going to be awesome. Okay, so the first one is by the Pumpkins, Smashing Pumpkins. It's The Beginning is the End is the Beginning. Okay, so go download or listen to or ask your friends if they have it and you can hear it and everything. Smashing Pumpkins, The Beginning is the End is the Beginning. I'm going to be listening to it all day today. You guys listen to it all day today. And then, you know, we can rock out. That'll be cool. So, what else is going on? Let's see. Oh, I have a wonderful, ooh, really super spooky e-short story coming out through Harper Impulse. It's called The Ghost of Ben Hargrove. Yeah, and it's all about a cell and a dude and a bloody teddy bear and a ghost. And it's awesome. And I love it. And it's like super scary and really like kind of, you know, so you'll dig it or you won't, you know. And I hope you'll dig it. and let me know, because that would be really fantastic. For today, if you don't know about my conference, on October 19th, I'm holding an anti-bullying conference here in St. Louis. Well, it's actually in St. Peters, which is just outside St. Louis. Anyway, it's called Less Than 3. You can get more information at www.lessthan3conference.com. Okay, so go to the website, check it out. There are only 99 tickets available. We already have like 201 people coming to this, and it's going to be epic. You won't believe the lineup. 21 amazing YA authors, plus you equals changing the world forever. So come change the world with me, and check out that song, Pumpkins, and go and read amazing books, and tell me all about the awesome in your lives, you know? Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Remember, for now, be safe, be good, and Auntie Heather loves you.